Hello everyone. As I said, I didn't have time yesterday to work do more things, so I was just leaving as it was yesterday. And I would like to do today is trying to do a blueprint for this fence, so it will be much easier to do that. And also I will be working on hierarchical instance, so it will be less draw calls for something that's exactly the same model. So for that I would like to do a blueprint to manage all of them, and I have already something quite similar that I was using for fence in the farms, but in that case I was just using only a number, not really following a split that I'm planning to do today. I don't have much time, sorry, because I was coming a bit late today, not at my usual time, so I don't have much, like a bit more 1 hour. So I hope this is enough for the blueprint. But I did already do something similar like this, is environment here. So this fence that I was using creating for all the farms here, but in that case I was just defining, for example, for this square or for this line. So this one is this one line that is created with this blueprint, and I was doing the same for the rest of them. So they are the blueprints, and all of them are only one single draw call. And for example, in that case I was also using one for square, so this is only one single draw call. If you check about the lot, in that case is you can see that they are really changing about the distance, so they are really being managed by one single instance instead of just being one single mess altogether. So it's just been managing the loads for this one, because it's just hierarchical instance messes. So they're instance, but each of them has their own lot for distance, and also the school distance, things like that. So that you can see that it's just jumping, even they are only one single mess or one single draw call. So for that I would like to have more or less the same, but in that case I was just using something square or just one line from some point. What I want to have is that those fences are following a path, so this will be like a spline them doing all round. So I could just avoid this one, and I would like to use some mess for them. I will just probably try this one just for testing today, because I don't have yet the final one, but there's no problem. I will just assign later which one it is. So for that we need to create a blueprint that is having, I will create here probably. So this is a blueprint and will be just actor, and will be fence spline BP. And I will add here spline first thing, and what I need also is hierarchical instance mesh, that is the one that I'm filling with the mesh. For that I will just also create a variable here with the mesh that I want to use, and this will be static mesh. Okay, so I can define the mesh that is being used for this hierarchical blueprint. So at that, I think that it's just going there, and then having like this is my spline, so I could just, let's say, let's move to the right place. No, what I want to move is the blueprint. Okay, so let's say starting from this point, we can adjust later, but I can just take, for example, this point, move there, something small because otherwise the mesh is too big, and I can just duplicate this point, and I will have a new one. Let's say something like that, and then create a new one for that. So it will be duplicate, and I think just for testing could be enough having this one and then this curve here. So we can adjust a bit. So we have our spline, and what I want to do is just painting here or just adding meshes for this spline. So I will use this one and probably recreate, so I can use this one from this function. I can use from this one, from the construction, and I can recreate later if I have some class that is extending this one. So recreate, and what we need to do is first taking this one, clear all the children, all the instance, and we will take for each spline, for this one we will take for each get points, I think. Let me check, because I have already something like that with the river. Should be, I think it's this one, the trail. It's essentially just taking the points there. So this one. So we need to get points, number of points, and what we need to do is just get point by index or something like that. Index good. Let me check in. So how could we take this? Okay, so we can take, for example, just a location for this one. So I will take get location, add a spline point, and this is the point that I'm using, and this is the local coordinate probably. So what we need to do is just for each here, for loop. This is for loop. This is the first index. This is the last index. Will be 1. Well, this is, in this case, this is 0. It needs to be subtract 1 to have the last index that we are using, and then we will use this duplicate. This one here. This is not starting moving a lot of things. So for every single point that we are taking this point, and we are creating a new one. So here we add a new instance, add instance, and this is a loop, And what we need to do is just take in this location, but we need also get rotation. Or could I just take get transfer for, yes, because we need all of them. So this is get transfer here, and this is the point that we need to use. We use this transfer for this one. What I forgot also is set mesh here, set mesh, set static mesh, that will be the one defined here. Good morning, Sanguine Dev, how's it going? I'm trying to do just blueprint with Spline, just following the message for that, to make a fence for that. So I want to have here just a mesh around the church, and I'm just creating a small blueprint following this Spline and adding hierarchical instance for that. So something simple. Okay, I think that is more or less all for this one. So let's try to create here something fence. Okay, so there's something really simple. Well, it's something that should be matching both directions, because it's just the rotation for this one that need to be matching also here. But that's the idea, adding a few ones, and all of them should be having their own log distance, exactly, so you can see that this is all working well. Even being one single instance and having only one single draw call, they are having lots for that. So this is the thing that I want to do is just doing like this, and let me see where the spline point is. So if I duplicate this one, you can see something like that. I will just rotate. So this is rotating, but the thing is that every instance here, each instance is in fact one single spline. So what I need to do is just matching this is the start rotation, but I need to match also with the end, not the end rotation, but the end point that is having here. So this is the initial point, the initial rotation, that's fine. But also for this one I need to have, let's get instant, what I need to do is set what I want to do is just creating for the instant bed rotate to this one, but also the last point need to match with this. So in that case, for example, the rotation for this point is fine. As you can see, it's just working fine with the rotation. This is fine, but for that one, it's not matching with the old point. Of course, I could do manually something like that to have all of them matching, which is probably a good idea. Or I could just change this one being kind of a cube, matching with this point and even being larger, which is another option, having everything automatic or doing this manually. I'm not sure what is better, just to having this one matching well. The first thing that I'm doing is just this editor preference. I'm just removing this create navigation all the time because I don't want to have this. I don't have already, so for some reason it's trying to do all the time that I'm changing something. So for example, this one, this is a real size, but I would like to have a bit longer, just matching with this. For that, this small spline, which is one single component, need to be matching here. So what I need to do is this one, but this is an instance, so I'm not sure that I can do that, what I was just planning to do, so probably it's something like this. And then duplicate this point, and I have another one here, and then rotating. For some reason it's trying to create this build navigation all the time, and this is just lagging, but it's just deactivated on the editor. I'm not sure what more do I need to have this. Maybe it's about the project settings, and this is also navigation. Okay, navigation system, I think. How to create navigation. I'm not sure which is the option for that to be. Runtime generation is just static, so it should be not big news. What about this? It's just giving me a few options to do. Yeah, things like that probably. Let's check now. Okay, and this will be after 60 seconds or things like that. But since not working. Anyway, this is probably when you are using this one as dynamic or things like that. So yeah, since the problem with the editor, because this option should be avoiding to create every single time, but since not working, I think I was reading something about this on the bugs list, things like that. That's not working as expected. So yeah, I will not spend time on it. So another one, and things like that. So this is what I'm just planning to do. Of course I need to do later better surface, which is just going here, and also for example this one will be fence sticks, and this is one of the because taking the orientation for this one, and I have a few methods that are going to the e-axis, another one to the x-axis, but if I'm changing, I will change all of them that are being used. So probably I will add a new variable here, like rotate 90, which is blueprint boolean, and I will use this one, adding this rotation to this one. So break this one, and then this rotation should be add a new well, for that I have this one, this is just function I was just creating, so it's just rotating, just adding all of them, and after that we can create or make transform. So I can use this location and this scale, and then use for this one. So I think it will be select here. So this is if we have rotate 90 degrees, if it's true we'll use this one, if it's false we will use this one, and this is the one that we are going here, so we don't need to use this kind of branches or things like that. Okay, so let's see if we use for this case rotate, that's working. If I'm using any other thing that is not going in this direction, I can just take this one and take the one. So yeah, I'm not sure about this top, is it working? Yeah, but I cannot see the train. This is something not working for me. For some reason, this top left button, things like that. As you can see, this lip, there's nothing. There's nothing. This is not working. But if I'm using this one, then this is working. As you can see. For example, if you use here lip, this is working. But in my case, for this main one, here is not working. I don't know why. This is something broken, or I don't know, but it's not working. As you cannot see any other element here, so it's completely empty. So I cannot use this for some reason. I really don't know what the problem is. Why my top button, things like that, all of them, they are not working. Wireframe, nothing. I cannot see any other, so that's one of the problems that I have, that I cannot work on it. I don't know why, but this is kind of broken. Anyway, I'm just planning to move to the next version soon. At the moment it's not working with the blueprint device, so it's just still waiting. And maybe in the first hotfixes is working. I hope. Okay, so that's the idea, having this blueprint, and I will create it longer, and that's all that we have here. And we can reuse to this until this point. So this one. Just check about this lots. Yes, this is red one. So that's working. I will not adjust all of them because I don't have still the mesh that I'm planning to use with this one. So that's why as it is at the moment is fine. I'm not redoing this. Let me check my reference. I have few of them. Development here, reference. This is just messing. This is the one that I'm trying to do. We need to train load. It takes like 30 seconds to open the picture in Windows. Okay. So something like that. The roof, I want to use this roof, small roof here. This will be a bit different, but I want to have this roof also, a small one. And there's another picture here that I was just checking. They have completely different, but I mean still have something with this fence not being so simple, but something more complex with a few more things like this. And I was thinking maybe changing the roof or something like that. As you can see, it's just wood all around, and not just this one that I was using. I was using this one to be the same as the church, but this is kind of ceramic for the wall, and maybe could be good to have here something like this. They have a few good things, but or maybe I can do from any texture. I don't really need to model everything like that. So another thing that I want to do is, let me review here in the chart things that I'm missing. The doors, such door I would like to have also kind of this style, Gothic. for the doors. And this area that will be closed should have also trees and maybe grass. Let me try a few grass here on the bottom. Well, I could be good to have this top and I can modify, but as you can see it's just completely nothing. So that is broken for some reason, so I cannot use this one. I could use here. This is the top. So let's take this F. Okay. But it's impossible to move this one. Recreating the navigation all the time. For some reason, I don't know. I have deactivated this, but it's not working. So it's really disturbing a lot. Nah, it's almost impossible to do anything. It's lagging a lot. Well, let's try this tree. Single instance. I think it's too much. Scale. I was thinking something like that, something really small, otherwise just covering everything, and maybe here something bigger. So this one should be bigger, but also the location is not good. I cannot deactivate this navigation all the time, so that's the problem, that it's lagging and almost impossible to locate anything. Yeah, but I cannot stop this. Okay, the rest will be this, and this layer here. Oops. This grass is really high. So I probably need another one being much smaller, I think. Or wait, I could also try to do different scale. So let me take this one, delete, and let's change this one to the size, for example 0.5 to 0.5 here. So here you can see that it's something much smaller, the grass. What we need to do is select this and then paint again. Now we need to create also here a small path. So also delete this, it's too close. And something smaller, probably like that. And then painting. We'll be now painting this. Paint. What I want to have this 0.5. .64. Something like that. And maybe we need to put some flowers. We'll change this back later. This, and this one also. I don't know what's the problem is for the size, probably. Not this one. But I was also suspecting all of them are not being painted at all. It should be. What is this density? Which is fine. But I cannot see even single of them. So if I'm doing this select, you can see the only one that are being painted is this. Just ignore. Yeah, there is only one being painted. The rest of them are just ignored for some reason. So all of them that I have selected, they are not being painted. Okay, if I'm just selecting to see what is there, it's only this one. So if I remove this from the list of things being painted, so I have these 4 that I want to paint here. Nothing. Do I have any option here that I'm missing? Probably not. They have even the same density for all of them, so it should be painting, but it is not. What about single instance? I think I was just missing this for foliage, so it's just painting over the foliage already. And so. Well. Nothing. What is happening today with my Unreal Engine? I would like to see. It's not working a lot of things. Something is broken. So I would paint here 4 of them. So I have selected all of them. I don't want to paint this, and I have this. The density is 10, which is enough, I think. Anyway, I will try to put single instance. Nothing. There is not even a single instance for that reason. Only static messes. Single instant. Do I need to have this? Nothing. I have landscapes, which is enough, and this foliage should be enough. Nothing happened. And I have all of them selected. Paint density, single instant mode. Yeah, there is not possible to paint them. Okay, let's check one single. Nothing. But if I'm using this one, for example, there's also nothing happening here. Since not working for some reason, I will just restart the editor. I don't know what is happening exactly. Sorry guys, I don't know what is happening. It's just not working. Everything that I'm just trying is not working, so I don't know why. But I will just try to restart this. Sorry, I had a phone call, but I'm trying to do this and it's still not working. Any of them that I'm just trying, if I'm trying this grass seems working, but any other that I'm trying, or for example this one, what is happening here, it's not working. So the only one working is this grass for some reason, and the rest is not working. I don't know why. If I try, for example, this one, so they have, this is fine. But if I'm trying this layer, now it's fine. What I want to have this, but this one is not. Let me check here. It's not. For some reason this one is not working. I really don't know why. What if I'm trying any other things? Okay, so this one is working. Let's try another one. This one is also working. What about this? This is working. This is also working. Yes, this is working. I'm not sure this one is working. Also this one, but not this. That's the one that I was just trying to do, and since not working at all. Because even if I try to select all of them, you can see that they are not here, so they are not being painted at all. For some reason, maybe there are some, I don't know, something here. Any parameter. Is this one maybe? This is more than 75. This is not. And now also the grass is not working, I think. Let me see, this is working. No. It's just not working. For some reason I had lost this one. I feel that I have already here a few of them. If I try to select them, no single instance. Maybe this. No, maybe this one. Well, there is some problem here. This is the one that we are trying to select. As you can see, it's already there. Just trying to select everything here. It's not select all. the select. Okay, now it's selecting here, that's fine. And let's try again. So let's say, for example, here let's try to paint this one single instant, nothing. Paint a bunch of them, nothing. Could I just select all of them? So select all instance, I can see that they are being selected, but for some reason I cannot paint there anymore. Let's check there. For some reason I will try to paint at the same place. I think the problem is, I think I found this. They can only be painted only on terrain. How to check this one? The grass. I think I have found this. Landscape layer. They can only be painted on grass and need to be at least this 1.5. That's why here I'm not able to paint this, because this one is not having enough grass, let's say. So this one need to be painted as grass initially. Oops. Okay, so need to be at least 50%, so let's create something like 60%, and should be enough now to have this. Let's try again. Paint. Okay, now it's painting. Even it is not what I want to have, but this is painting already. As you can see, that the size is probably too big, because comparing with the other grass is fine, but not this. So I will avoid this. Something smaller. I could change for the size, but I just want to keep them. Okay. And now put some flowers. I will use this one and the yellow one. For that one I will use single instant, the red one, single instant, and I can create all, but not this. I can create something like that, but I need to have also grass here. I need to delete this. Let's just walk to see how it looks. do I have to delete this one? Let's add single instance. Put that single instance. It's too small. But I don't want to cover the windows because it's something nice that I have with the windows. So I should select. Okay, select this one. So probably I need to have this one out of this line of the windows, things like that. And then grass. We'll paint grass here. Current layer here. And there is also reapplying this one, so I can just probably reapply for them to be smaller, since not. Okay, delete and then just paint. Okay. Since I will also delete in the one that I have this tree again. Single instance. Yeah, that's fine. What about painting here? Grass. Oops. Painting grass. Let's check if we have inside of our grass. No. Thank you, Perpambing. Thank you for the follow. I didn't see you there. Hope you like it. First time here. If you have any question or you want to know more about the project, just let me know. I'm just working a bit on the environment around the church. Still missing a few things, but yeah, trying to complete few areas. I want to check also if we have here the windows are messing with oh, thank you. I hope you like it. It is realistic, but well, being a game of course, but realistic, so there's no spells or magic or things like that. I'm trying to do all the models really being at this time is around Scotland, England, 13th century, beginning of the 13th century, so that's where I'm trying to do all the materials and things like that, being more realistic, and also the size for the things. Yeah, so that's, I have here a few farms that you have. Some farm, this is a big house, you can grab here another house, you have here watermill, another area here with a well, houses, and then this is the market, things like that. Well, there are many medieval games, for example this Kingdom Come Deliverance is really good, but this being, I think if I remember correct, is like 1400, things like that, which is yeah, 100 or 200 more than this game, so they have a lot of new things also, and also from England. Of course I'm not planning to do or being compared with this game because it's huge and a lot of people also working there, and mine is just I'm alone doing that, so it's not like this. But yeah, what I can do, something small, being at least realistic, even have small map and small town, but all the things that I'm trying to do, just keeping, for example I was yesterday doing this door and I'm trying to put a lot of things like that to support this one, and not just for stick because it's not able to support this one, this structure. So things like that, or for example here you have the roofs, so you need to support also all the things here, and the same that I was doing with buildings. For example you have also kind of a structure for the buildings, or here you have another one, so they need to support, and also the rooms, the size of the rooms, things like that, being realistic, and all the materials. So yeah, that's why I was trying to do something more or less realistic. In the end it's just a game, being real life is boring of course, but trying to do, I don't know, realistic at least on size and materials and things like that, so something simple. And this is small town that I'm doing, so in that case it's just town when they don't have really big things. For example the church need to be something small and not so nice, because it's not a cathedral, but I have another places with castles that they will have for a cathedral much bigger and much more things like big buildings, things like that. But for a small town everything is of course dirt, and they don't have much space, small rooms with only one room probably, like that. For example they have only one single room, missing still, for example here they fire in the middle, but one room and one for storage, one single window for all the house, something like real one. Something like this I'm doing. You have a question about, I don't know, gameplay or the game, or just even about game development, just let me know, tell me or ask here, not a problem. I'm doing almost everything on streaming. If you want to see some, for example these charts I was doing completely or most of them on doing streaming, few houses, many of the level design, many things I was doing on streaming. So check the YouTube channel if you want, you can see all their streamings that I was doing, all of them, for modeling, level design, blueprint, the code, for example the user interface I was doing, the NPCs, I don't know, any part that you're interested in, or maybe shaders. I was doing most of the thing on streaming. I have also a Discord chat where you can so what's happening here, where you can also check about the demo. Sorry, I'm trying to do what's already here. I have lost something on my computer. This is the one that I was just trying to do. Okay, I will just put here the Discord channel if you are interested. Also, a group of people there, because I did a short demo last week for people if they want to try, but it's a closed demo for people playing there, and also for followers, something like that is fine. But I'm not there. Let me open this now. So maybe we'll put some, I don't know, stick information here or things like that. And I'm leaving this small space because I want to put here a few grapes, just a few of them. So that's why I'm not filling everything with this. This is the one that I'm trying to do. Well, first I did. Well, I was studying IT. And I was working for 20 or 25 years already in IT, and I was starting a couple of years ago, maybe. I was starting with CryEngine, so it's just doing a small game with chess, mostly code because I'm mainly coder. And after I want to do another game, so I was starting this one like 10 months ago, and I wanted to do with Unreal Engine because I have a lot of tools and things that I would like to have. So I was just learning at the same time that I'm doing. That's why the first month I was going really slow, most of the time just learning, and still need to learn a lot of things, but I'm doing at the same time. For example, I don't have particles yet in my game, but I need to learn how to do that, and then I will do adding new things like this. But yeah, learning at the same time that I'm doing hundreds of tutorial videos and everything, and for example people streaming, so it's not hard to find things how to do them. Or for example the visual videos that they are doing every Tuesday, I think. So there are hundreds of things to do. There are really a lot of things or resources that you can use for learning. Yes, of course it takes time, that's true. I will change this one for the fence. So for learning is just trying things, watching some videos, and yeah, trying things, and in the end all of them are more or less the same. Any engine, I mean, there are things like loads or textures, shaders, things like that. It's just for games. There's not something specific for, in that case, for example, for Unreal Engine, and just for all of them. Should have here a small, kind of small street, but not so small. So maybe I need to move a bit down. I don't get it. You mean you have been doing, or what about me? Because I didn't do much today, being honest. I have some few problems with the engine. Or it's time for you to go to bed because it's here is morning. So that's why I don't get like you are talking about yourself. Something like that. Okay. Anyway, this fence is not the last one, so the final one. When I have this one, I will just try to do something nicer. Oops. Oh, I'm sorry, I was just thinking that is another guy. I was just mentioning all of them. So I have seen you have been streaming yesterday, but I was out during the morning, as I say. I see you have been doing this arena or something like this. Which animation are you using? The same one from Mixamo? Do you have already all those blending animations and transitions? Do you have been streaming yesterday? I think I have a notification, but I was out. Well, I'm not sure about tonight or something like that for you, but I mean, oops. So let me try this. Doganading. Thank you for the follow. Jesus, hard to read this. Yeah, as development takes a lot of time. Yeah, it's just not difficult, but just take a lot of time modeling and texturing, and then all of them the same style, same side, and then the loss, and then the proxies, and all those things just takes time. That's all. I think more or less the size for, because I want to have a small street here, of course, so they can just go on this way. And we need to have also the same on the other side. Free also small street here. And oh, thank you. As you can see, the hood is completely empty. This is the only one that is stamina bar that is disappearing right now. So there's nothing. Just walk. As you can see, if I'm running, this stamina bar is coming, but after a couple of seconds, there is nothing more. So you have completely empty. This is first person game, and that's all. There is no hood at all. Only you are doing actions. Then you have something on screen, for example, trying to open the door. You have things like that. Well, you can interact already, or for example, going here for this one. So that just don't open things. Or doors. You can say you have here, for example, talking with a guy. Yeah. I'm not talking at the moment. You have here the farms, they can work. Not this one because it's not yours. So we're just trying to see how it looks from walking, how it looks about the chart. Is this too much or big? Too much space being here? Seems fine, not much. And you have enough space. So I want to have here like a small street and another one also on this side, so they can just walk around. This one, I'm coming from here. Yes. So let me see that it's fine. It's a bit laggy when I'm trying just to play together with streaming, but for some reason it's like falling down to 10 frames. Like that. I don't know. You can buy here things. Well, there's plenty of things. It's just testing. As you can see, I have a lot of things. Yeah, that's. If you want to see more pictures or many other things that I was doing, just have all the videos on YouTube, or check also Twitter. I have here the links. You can check on Twitter a lot of pictures that I was just adding during the time that I was doing. On the website there are also a few pictures. And maybe I should do a video just like trap view going around what I did already, so you can see this in a video. I mean, in just, I don't know, 30 seconds to see more or less the whole environment. This one is so this. I have also here the river, another part, but the idea is having small town, and this is completely closed, this one, so you can see that's really small and everything is closed around. So it's just small forest here. This is the town with the farms, the market, church, and I say for example here the watermill, bay house, still missing the blacksmith I would like to have, and also a manor house in this area. At the moment I didn't do that. So that's a small town to start the story, and then you are moving to another towns and also moving to another castles. But the idea is having you are just playing in this town and then moving. I think I will use this teleport or fast travel instead of having all the forest in the middle just to walk. And then you are jumping to another small town where you continue the story, playing things like that, and then going to the castle and things like this. So I'm just completing like one single town. This is the first one that I'm doing, and that's why I don't have a lot of things or a big map, and just small map that I'm trying to finish with all the elements that I want to have in the story. One thing is the charts. That's why this is one of the gameplay mechanics, that you need to go to the charts every day. And all the NPCs are going there, as you can see, just for testing, but you can see that they are just going to the charge. And let's see, this one is blocking here for some reason, I know. But you can see that they are coming here and they go and sit there. So I have just for testing right now, and they have a lot of places that are using randomly completely. But the idea is the plants that they have during the day, working, farming, things like that, that they will at some time, for example 12 or 8 in the morning or something like this, they go to the church. Let's see now if this one is not blocking there. Yeah, so they're just going there and sitting, and after some time or after the mess they are also leaving and then coming again to the plan that they have, like farming, buying a home, or sitting down in some places. There are others that are sitting, for example here to have a guy sitting here. You can talk with all of them. So now I'm working for the last maybe 2 weeks in the church. All the things inside and some blueprint and then all those things like that. I think it's more or less time to leave. Sorry, because I was just coming today a bit later. I didn't have enough time, so I'm coming later today. I don't have much time. I was streaming for only 1 hour probably. Usually I do 2 hours or maybe 3. So every day I come in around 9 AM for GMT or 11 in the morning for Central Europe time. If you're interested, so I'm streaming 7 days a week, and during the weekends only. Probably on Sundays I'm doing the evening, which will be like 10 hours more or things like that. So I was adding all the links. If you want to see more streaming, you have the YouTube channel. If you want to try the same, just join this Discord channel. You have more pictures on Twitter and the website. And you are, all of them are already followed, but if someone's here not being a follower already, you can just try to follow me, and then I will just be notified when I'm start streaming. So thank you everyone for coming. Hope you enjoyed, and to see you next time. Same game dev. I hope that you are streaming also, and I will just join you this afternoon if you are streaming later. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.